Hey guys, it's C and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogtober day 9. So today we're making a charcuterie board, a fall inspired charcuterie board. My ingredients are caramel apple pretzels, cinnamon creme Werther's, this pumpkin cheesecake drizzled caramel corn, this pumpkin spice cream cheese spread, the pumpkin spice butter spread by Land O'Lakes, these wafers, I think these, salted caramel, and I also used these maple cinnamon crisps, and I used these chocolate Belgian pumpkins. I thought those were so cute to use for the board. I also found these snickerdoodles almonds. Those are really good. I'm not an almonds person, but I really like those after I tried them. Then I used some green apple slices. All of these ingredients that I used came from Aldi, except for the apple slices. They came from Food Lion. The Land O'Lakes spread came from Food Lion, and that caramel syrup came from Food Lion as well. But everything else came from Aldi. Even the board that I'm using, the cutting board, it came from Aldi too. And those containers actually came from my sis, at LS. She has a sweets and pudding business called All Things Pudding, and she used those containers for some jar cakes, and so I saved them, so they came in really good. So thanks, sis. Okay, so like I said before, I've never made a charcuterie board before, y'all. I always see them and I think they are so cute, but I never made one. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself and I'm gonna go ahead and try to make one. So I started off by putting the container in the middle to kind of give me somewhere to start, and then I put the almonds on each side, and then I started with the pretzels. I did have an inspiration pick. I went on Pinterest and looked up like fall inspired charcuterie boards, round charcuterie boards. I wanted to do one that didn't have the meat and cheese. I wanted to focus on fall stuff because, of course, this is Vlogtober. And so I wanted to do a fall inspired one, but with basically like desserts or sweets. And so I started doing this, and as I'm looking, I'm just like, yeah, this is looking not good. Like, I don't think this is going to turn out right. I don't know what I'm doing, but look, I already brought all this stuff and I'm making this video, so I'm just gonna keep going with it and see how it looks in the end. Either it's gonna turn out good or it's gonna turn out bad, but at least I can say I tried. So if you decide to make a charcuterie board and you've never made one before, just keep going. Look for some inspiration pics and try to go off of that and just get started. It may look a little empty at the beginning, look like it's not going anywhere like mine does right now, but just keep going and keep playing with it, and you know, it'll turn out some kind of way in the end. But I was pleased. I will say I was pleased with the end of it. I was making this and my husband was recording for me, and so, you know, he always sees me. I'm always talking about charcuterie boards, and I always show him different ones. And I said I wanted to make one actually for a date night for us, and I wanted to make a different one with like the meats and cheeses and stuff. But anyway, I always show him different ones. And so I said, babe, how you think it's looking? This is why he's recording. And he was like, oh, it's cute. And I'm like, no, babe, for real, give me your honest opinion. He said, well, it's looking a little dry. I was not expecting that, but it was so funny. But I was like, I said, well, thank you for being honest. That's what I was looking for. And he was like, I'm just saying, based off the other charcuterie boards you always show me, it's looking a little dry compared to those. I was like, yeah, you're right. It is. So we just gonna keep working at it. But so far I've added the little pumpkins, that pumpkin spice caramel popcorn, the wafers, the apples, the almonds, the pretzels, and those bread things. And so, like I said, I'm just adding the apples on there now to give it a little color. I was going to use the red apples, but I thought the green ones would look better with this, so I just went ahead and did those. And I thought that would just add a cute little pop of color with all that brown and tan and orange on the board. And then I started adding those Werther's Originals on there. I'm going to give you all a little review of everything while I'm fixing this up. But I actually didn't think I would like the bread, but they actually were really good with that spread that I used in the end. They were actually really good. I would actually buy those again. That's the one thing I didn't think I would like. I also didn't think I would like the almonds either, but they were good. Like my whole family loves them, my husband and even my son. I didn't think he would try them, but he actually liked them too. The popcorn, it wasn't all that to me. It didn't give the pumpkin spice on there, and it just wasn't all that. The pretzels were pretty good. Of course, apples are good, and those wafers were really good. I used those in my coffee, but I thought they would be cute on the board. They were really good too. So, like I said, all this stuff came from Aldi except for the butter spread, the apples, and the caramel sauce. I was actually looking for the jar caramel sauce, but I couldn't find it, so I just got what I could find. And as you can see, I kind of added two. I went back and added another jar in the middle to put the spread in. I ended up not even using the pumpkin spice cream cheese spread because I felt like the butter spread would spread better, and so I just put that back in the fridge. But here I'm adding in the caramel. I thought those would be cute to, well, not cute, but I thought the caramel would be good, of course, for the apples and anything else on the board that, could have been dipped. But then I put that butter spread in the other container. That it was really soft. That butter spread was so good. Like my husband kept going back eating more and more. He dipped the apples in, and the apples were actually good in that butter spread too. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend that butter spread. But as you can see, I added everything. I got the Werthers and the little cute little decoration pumpkins up there. And it started coming to form, guys. I was starting to feel a little bit proud of myself. I was like, okay, it's not looking as dry as it was before. And then when I put the sauces in the middle, it really made the board pop and made it fill up. So I was actually surprised. So like I said before, if you are wanting to try a charcuterie board and you feel intimidated, just to give it a try. Don't spend so much money. Just make a little small one to get your feet wet and see how it turns out. Because as you can see, I mean, in my opinion and my husband's opinion, this one actually turned out pretty good. It went somewhere. I didn't think it would, but it went somewhere. And this is the final product. Shout out to Bay for this cute little shot. I mean, okay, photographer. But this is it, guys. So thanks for watching, y'all.